Good morning, welcome back to another day. How are we doing? Good, I hope. So, since the last video, a few things have moved about, as you can see. So I'll have a little catch up. It's a new van on my ramp, which we'll talk about in a minute. But, last time you seen, I think we were getting this van on the ramp. All the cool artwork on it. Mr. Dynamo has already made a start, as you can see. Hello.
How's it going?
Good, yeah?
Yeah. Not too bad.
See, you've been busy.
Fighting with another one.
As per. So what else does this need other than clearly this bit?
Over there.
Nice little hole.
I might decide to fix this wing with 5mm plate. Weld this wing to something. Do something here. I see somebody chop the stuff.
Oh, you didn't do that?
No.
Oh.
This is the plate here.
Yeah.
Look. There's two shocks. Ball joint, steering arm with the welding. Also, man asked me to try open this back door because they stuck, but you can't get to back door because bed. But he also asked to move the bed 4-inch forward and have a look on his leisure battery.
A few little bits to keep you going.
Yeah.
So we're going to leave Mr. Namo to do weldy stuff. And there's that. And now, Mr. John is available. Are you keeping well, sir?
Yeah, doing well, thank you. There's a CV gate on this now, leaky. Obviously we done 150 injectors into cooler. But I got to map it now and then. The oil pressure sensor's leaking and the sump plug's leaking. And then she should be good to go. Then I've got a clutch to do, people.
John's a busy man.
What's the plan?
John's a busy man.
What's the plan?
Sorry about
Can I just please?
that. Nope.
Come on, yeah.
Nope. John likes it when we make plans and don't tell him.
Die!
So that's going to keep him busy, and then he's got a clutch to do. So I might stick you on a little time lapse and you can watch him do that. That's quite fun. But we've been to Copart again. And bought more. Because we need an engine. This one. So, this one come up. My job. Strip all of this and pull it out. And clocks and other randomness. That's my little job. So John's going to carry on finishing that. Daddy's going to carry on making noise. And I'm going to pull this bad boy apart. But I thought I'd do a little bit of a catch up. It's always good to see what's changed. Anywho, I'm going to start attacking this bad boy. So when it's a little bit more further apart, I won't bore you with watching me pull this thing apart. So when it's pulled apart a bit more, pick a camera up. So see you in a mo. And there we go. So the van I've been working on is slowly but surely coming apart. Just need to take a few more bits and bobs off of this and meh. But the van John was working on is off the ramp. That just needs to have the remap done. And I believe that's done.
Remap,
Oh, and the oil sensor. Forgot about that. And John's now talking to me because he was in a grump with me earlier. He's now got a new van on the ramp. As you can see, the gearbox is no longer in. Because new clutch, new flywheel.
this one's doing from a clutch and flywheel to a clutch, flywheel, cam belt, bottom ball joint, bottom arm.
Just a couple bits.
Yeah.
I was going to pick up the camera and let you see this, but it happened quickly. So, that's going to keep Mr. John busy. Bottom arms and ball joints and putting that gearbox in. In fact, I'm pretty sure he's off to go and get dye now to put the gearbox in. Also, need to remember to turn that off a little bit. But I am working on this van. I don't know if I showed it in the video, but last week before I left, changed his springs. He did have, oh, they're in the van. He did have 6s, he's now got 5.5s. I cut off the bump stop and put limiting straps on for him. So that's what I did last week before I left. I'm not sure if I pick a camera up for that, but since that, it's had an MOT and a few bits and bobs. But my job is, before it goes back, put a new alternator belt on, because this one's a bit squeaky. So I'm going to jack this bad boy up. So I need to get underneath it, take that belly pan off and change that belt. I'm not a fan of belly pans. So I'm going to get on with that, and I'm going to leave you on a time lapse over it watching these two. Now I'm going to put you on a time lapse. Well, there you go. You've had a little bit of a look-see.
A little bit of this and a little bit of that.
That's what Jono's up to. That red van is now gonded. So yeah, the red van is now completely gone, and for some reason Dai's super happy. Today. Well, for this moment. Look at this. And I've done a couple, you ain't gonna see it, but Dai's done a couple of patches in there too.
More than a couple, but yeah.
It works. Done. I'm not gonna touch it because it's wet. So that's that bad boy done. And now I need to get back onto pulling that thing apart. Yay! Anyway, see you in a mo. And welcome back. So it is actually the next day, because there wasn't really a lot to actually film yesterday, so I didn't bother. But this thing is completely pulled apart. Wiring loom's out, drive shafts are out, everything's disconnected except for the 4 engine mount bolts. And then this engine is ready to be removed. Also, you can probably hear, I think I might be going down with a cold. We're now going to go over and see the boys.
The boys in the hood.
So John has done ball joints, bottom arms, new clutch, new flywheel. The boys are doing
Boy staff.
belty belts. What we're going to do is we're going to hang you from up there and you can have a little overview. How about that? No. So, see you in a sec. And there we go, you've had a little bit of an overview of Mr. John. He's, hopefully you managed to see enough of that. But obviously, still got to do your fuel pump side.
Yeah, strip this off now, he needs a new
We managed to watch Mr. John. So we'll go back and see what he's up to in a bit. Now, on the yellow van I've been working on, put that down there so it doesn't get lost, but took the pedals out for an auto conversion with the wiring, and I've just finished taking the clocks out and the wiring. The engine, like I said earlier, literally just the 4 engine bolts. That will come out, even undone the power steering pipes around the back. I'm pretty sure there's nothing, hey, literally. So that's now done. Anyway, I'm going to put this down to sort of tidy up a few little bits and bobs. I'll pick this up in a minute when there's something to see, so see you in a mo. Well, I have done an awful job of filming, but there we go. I currently working on the Spar Boy, which you cannot see, but it did have a heater control issue. That's off. It didn't want to, fans didn't want to come on when you turned it on and off, and the actual heater control itself had snapped, so I'd take all that lot out, put a new one in, and then the fan part didn't actually work. But underneath the glove box you can get access to the fan and what have you. I had to take all that lot apart and fix the fan. So yeah, should have really picked a camera up for that, but there we go. Next port of call, need to replace some drop links, mainly because these ones are a bit broken. So already got it on. Oh, I've got torchware. Already got this one on, so just need to put this bottom bolt back on. This is the van that Mr. Namo had over in his bay. He's just doing the last couple of bits from down the bottom. So he's just finishing off our little bit of a step down there, and then this one will be diddly done. Did have to move the bed forward a little bit, but she's all back together again. She's got a new wing. Mr. John is having fun.
For the third time this week, John's taking a gearbox up.
Yeah, but this one is an automatic. Still got the belly panel. But Mr. John is doing an auto to manual.
Swap.
So I am just going to put this side back together again. Then I'll move over to the other side. Yay! So I'll do that, pick the camera up in a mo, show you that side. There we go, now we're on the other side. So, well, there you go. You can see this one's all split and broken as well. So, replace that out for a nice new one. Put that on like that. Up there. There we go. Just like that. Easy as that. Nice new drop links. One on each side. I did have to cut this one out just because it, well, was easier to do so. Ta-da! Happy days. Right. Oh yeah, see? It's grinding. I even wore glasses. You can go down here and have a little watch of Dynamo. And welcome back. So, as you can hear, I'm slightly struggling. That van I showed you, that's all done and dusted. Ended up having another van, needed a wheel bearing that needed to be done. This van that you've seen die welding, that is now completely done. That is off for an MOT tomorrow. And then once that thing's MOT'd, back to its owner. So we won't be seeing that bad boy. And the van that John was auto swapping, there's the auto gearbox, and she is manual. So as you can probably just about see, there's a clutch pipe, gear linkage is all done, so that is coming along nicely. I can't really show you because I can't reach, but still need to do the pedals and a few bits and bobs, but that thing will be done tomorrow as well. And something I haven't actually showed you, Don's motorhome. That's coming along, kind of. We've had to put a tarpaulin over the roof because there might be 1 or 2 slight holes.
And we got an 8k diesel heater that says hello.
Yeah, 8k diesel heater, it works quite well, which is nice. But she is, well, half long nose.
Should have graphed and should be.
She's coming there nicely. She's progressing. The inside, I think from the last time you've seen it, still had the shower cubicle. Oh, she has no wheel tub as well. But she is now stripped and ready for rebuilding. She's coming along, few hours here and there just to try and tick off a few little bits and bobs.
Start heating. Stop heating.
She talks too.
Thanks for using. I wish you a safe journey.
I do hope you heard that. A cool 8K diesel heater that talks to you. But that looks a lot better than it used to. They're not the wheels that's staying on, so don't expect to see them. Anyway, we're going to get ourselves gone. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for putting out a VAR dumbass, and as always, take it easy.